I thought we were rich. It's like, dude, I had rice and peas. I had a sirloin steak. Yeah, but we had rice and peas. You don't understand. This stuff is great. So we're going to melt a little butter, and we're going to hit it with a splash of olive oil. This is very typical of northern Italian food. Extra virgin olive oil and clean butter fat in small amounts. Very important. Helps you process other trace nutrients in your body. Not a ton, but just a little. Much better than margarine. Please. It's real. It's not hydrogenated. It's not fake. It's butter. It's been put on this planet for you to put on your food, baby. Okay. Thank you. Who said that? Say it a little louder, please.
We want clean food.
Well, speaking of clean food, let me put some prosciutto in the butter, okay? Thank you. Now we're going to take a little prosciutto and a little bit of white onion and a little bit of shallot here, and we're going to let these caramelize. Caramelize means cook slowly until the sugars are released, so you get that great flavor, okay? This is to make the peas and rice. How's my risotto doing here? Starting to get good and yummy, a little on the sticky side. Look good? Let's put a little more brodo in there. Meanwhile, let's make a dish of macaroni. What do you say? Yeah. I mean, we could do this brown rice thing and eat a dish of macaroni, can't we? Yeah. Look, brown rice spaghetti. Excellent. Big grocery stores, good health food stores. Excellent. Food? This is beyond clean food. This is immaculate food. Okay? This is clean food, folks. Brown rice pasta. Trust me on this one. You will eat this and you will not get that crash from regular pasta. You will not send your triglycerides through the roof. Your doctor will not say, you better take this, that, and the other thing because you're eating too much white stuff. Your doctor will say, hey, what happened? I had all the stuff I was going to prescribe to you. It's all waiting right here. What am I going to do now? Say, I'm eating clean food, Doc. I'm sorry. Okay, this is real hard food now, you know. Making fra diavolo, that's one of those real complicated dishes. I don't know. I don't know if you guys are going to do this, man. I'm not sure. We need a little more oil in here. Okay, first thing you do is put some olive oil in a skillet, okay? Have plenty of olive oil because it's macaroni after all. Then you take some beautiful garlic. Nice, fresh garlic with an R. G-A-R-L-I-C, garlic. And then you can take this, or your kid's head, or the back of a skillet, and you go, wank. Okay, that's a little heavier than I thought. I go like this, wank, wank. I didn't mean to break it, officer. And I just take this truly crushed garlic. Don't tell me that stuff in a jar is crushed garlic. This is crushed garlic. And I'm going to put it in the bottom of a skillet here. I'm going to let it sizzle a bit. Then I'm going to take a nice hotski. It's not Polish, but it's a hotski, okay? Nice fresh hot pepper. And it's important to have fresh. I mean, you can use crushed in this, but it's important to have a fresh hot pepper because you're making fra diavolo, brother devil. It's funny, Italians would call it brother devil because you know Americans would call it sister devil because that's just the way we are. And I didn't say I approved, I just said that's the way we are. You know? Kevin, while that sizzles, let me sneak over here and check on Arisi and Apisi. This reminds me of going to my brother-in-law's, watching the onions caramelize, getting ready for a nice dish of risotto. First time I went out there, he had made me risotto. It was so great. Now what I'm going to do is I have these gorgeous organic peas, perfect, seasonal, right from the Hudson Valley, actually Capital District. And I had a wonderful helper who did me the favor of taking them off out of the pods. Do you guys like to do peas? Anybody into peas? Have a pea. How about a pea in the back? Oh well. Okay, let's turn down our risotto here. Add a little more brodo to the risotto. And let's watch our garlic here. I want to get a little color in the garlic. I want a little golden brown around the edges. I want that nutty flavor. Okay? El risotto is cooking down. I'm going to put a little celery in here with my peas and get a clean spoon for those because we don't want those tasting like mushrooms. And I'm going to give them a stir. And then just because I want to be fancy, I'm going to dump a glass of brandy in there. Come on. Woo! Because I'm fancy, that's why. I stir it around. Now those peas are raw, so they're kind of chalky. We want to bring out the sweetness, so I'm going to put a little chicken broth in there. And this could be made vegetarian very easily by either omitting completely the ham or putting in instead smoked tofu, which is a similar thing. It adds that same kind of flavor, and you can use vegetable broth. That's there. This is here. I am here. You are there. We want clean food. And look,
clean food.
My garlic is getting nutty. Not like me. And now I'm going to add to my garlic 1 can exactly of organic plum tomatoes from California. And I'm going to put them in whole and make a mess, but it's worth it. And then I'll take something like a wire whisk or a potato masher, and I'm going to go like this and break my tomatoes up in there and let them cook. I'm going to add my lobster to that. And what do I need to season that? Something very simply. Parsley. Clean up your mess. Clean up your mess. Okay. Let this cook a little bit. Our spaghetti is getting down in there, but you know what? In the meantime, I happen to have perfectly cooked spaghetti. And I want to put the spaghetti in early and let it drink up the flavors. I want it to get in there, as they say in the kitchen. Excuse me, sir. Get down in there. If my wonderful cooks can bring out a couple of platters to start plating up some food, shortly I'll have you up to the kitchen. Meanwhile, we're going to let that toss and my pisi and risi get the last touch. Fresh thyme. Thyme and peas are amazing. Earth and sugar. Parsley. And then I'm going to use the cooked brown basmati in here. Okay? This is the brown basmati rice. It's being added to there. It's fully cooked. Thank you. And I'm stirring this in here to get this going, and I'm going to add one last ingredient to the risi and pisi, and that is, oh, thank you. This is my fresh oregano to go into my pasta, my fra diavolo. Thank you, Terry. That's me boy. Big ora. The rice and peas is going to get some fresh Parma. Justin, you want to stir that? This is Justin, folks. The pasta is not, under any circumstances, going to get cheese because it has lobster in it. And if you put cheese in it, I will track you down and abstract it from you. Cheese on seafood sauces, if the seafood is a meaty seafood like tuna, that's okay. But if it is something that is shellfish, it really is what they call a case of clashing salts, folks. Okay, I have a beautiful bowl. Let me tell you something. Is anything easier than this? Look at this. Higher. Higher. Get a snapshot of that, folks. That is Fra Diavolo at its finest. Now, over here in the center, I'm going to take my risotto. The risotto is as risotto should be. Creamy yet nutty, firm yet smooth, just like my wife. I love her. And I'm going to add to this more beautiful Parma from Parma, Parmigiana. And Justin, what's the last touch for the risotto?
Truffle oil.
Truffle oil. Now we're going to get pricey. We're going to add the truffle oil to the risotto. Come on up front and take a whiff of some of this stuff. This is smell food. Smell this food.
Clean food. Clean food.
Ah.
Clean food. Clean food. Clean food.
And now, risi and pisi one more time. Folks, I want to say my name is Rick Orlando, and you've been in my TV kitchen. Thank you. Until next time. Woo! And don't get too cheesy, baby. Great. My name is Rick Orlando. This is Rick Orlando's TV Kitchen. Thank you all for helping me out tonight. Enjoy your dinner.